Chapter 17. Strange Fruit. Owl went to visit Dog because he wanted to learn more about Dog's love, loyalty and passion, without which he would have died. And, after he had flown over the forest, Owl found Dog near a favourite lake. She was eating the juiciest apples, plumpest berries and sweetest honey that Owl had ever seen. "In all my years in power," Owl said, "whilst I ruled many apple trees, berry bushes and honeybees, I never had a feast like yours. How could you accrue such a meal without any power, riches, or magnificence?" Dog looked at Owl and smiled. "Come with me," she said, before she led Owl through the forest, carrying a bucket of water in her mouth. Eventually they reached Apple Tree, who was so bent, bony and bumpy that everyone else had ignored her. "Out of love, I water Apple Tree, to nurse her back to health," Dog said as she emptied her bucket of water over Apple Tree's roots. "And out of love, she gives me her apples." Owl plucked an apple from Apple Tree's scrawny branches. It was the tastiest apple he had ever eaten. Dog looked at Owl and smiled. "Come with me," she said, before she led Owl through the forest, carrying a trowel in her mouth. Eventually they reached Berry Bush, who was so scruffy, straggly that everyone else had ignored him. "Out of love, I plant Berry Bush's seeds to help him have children," Dog said as she dug some holes with her trowel. "And out of love, he gives me his berries." Owl plucked some berries from Berry Bush's thorny vines. They were the tastiest berries he had ever eaten. Dog looked at Owl and smiled. "Come with me," she said, before she led Owl through the forest, carrying some flowers in her mouth. Eventually they reached Poplar, the tree who had protested when Owl hid the light with its wings. Hanging from her branches was a hive which was full of delicious honey. Owl could not control himself. He dived to that hive head first. His head slid through its wall and down into its honeycomb belly, whilst his feet waggled away in the air. Owl ate so much honey that the hive wrapped itself around his body, and he was left hanging there like a strange sort of fruit, with bulging eyes and a twisted mouth. "Help! Help! Help!" he screamed. "Help me! I'm trapped!" "Out of love, I bring pollen for the bees in this hive, to help them to prosper," Dog said. "And out of love, they give me their honey. But you took their honey without offering them anything in return. That's why you're trapped." Owl understood what Dog was saying, because Owl was intelligent, respectable, and strong. "How can I escape?" he asked. "All you need is love," Dog replied. "If you love Poplar, she'll set you free." So Owl tried to be loving. He sung Poplar a lullaby, massaged Poplar's branches, and gave her Dog's flowers. He recited poetry, hummed a tune, and said kind things. But it was not love, and so Poplar did not let him go. Owl could not think of a single thing to do, and after many moments of thought, he finally gave in. He hung his head in shame, looked down into his chest, and deeper down into his heart. No longer relying on his intelligence, respectability, or strength, Owl used his emotions instead of his intellect, and his heart instead of his head. He bit through his shoulders and removed his own wings. "Poplar," he said, "you are a beautiful tree who selflessly houses these bees in your branches, and yet I enslaved you, using these wings to hide your light. Please take them so I can never be so cruel again." Poplar's branches curled upwards to form a dendroid smile. She took Owl's wings, attached them to her branches, and set Owl free. Owl's belly was full, his body was free, and his lesson was truly learnt.